The bad news are that there is no quick fix. Alcohol is one of the most addictive drugs, and it is also one of the most socially accepted drugs. It is legal, it is well incorporated in our culture, and there are very few who question why we drink. We rather question why someone chooses not to drink. And this takes me to the very first tips when being in a company where others drink, but you have decided not to drink. Several of you have tipsed me about non-alcoholic drinks, non-alcoholic beer, or energy drinks in wine glasses, just to avoid questions about why you don't drink, because it often feels demanding to have to explain yourself time and time again. I have decided not to hide that I choose not to drink, but it will definitely be situations I don't have the energy to explain, and then it may be an idea to have a glass with something in it just to avoid confrontation. The second tip is to reflect on your own relationship with alcohol. Maybe start with trying to become aware of why you go to a party or out on the town. Is it for the sake of the party, the people, or the alcohol? And what happens if you remove the alcohol? If the answer is that you most likely would not go, it may be important to take a step back and think about whether that party or gathering is giving you anything positive, or whether it requires more energy than it will give you. My relationship with alcohol is characterized by the need to regulate painful feelings such as anxiety, stress, and grief. I often drink because I want to take a break from hurting, and then alcohol is a short-term solution. You feel better there and then, but I often feel even worse the next day. If you have days you feel like drinking, seek supporting friends or family and remind yourself why you have decided not to drink. Be careful to seek situations and social gatherings where you know it will be alcohol and you will be tempted. We are all very well aware of how alcohol affects the physical health, but it is also connected to a lot of mental health issues. Alcohol interferes with the brain's communication pathways and can affect the way the brain looks and works. These disruptions can change the mood and behavior and make it harder to think clearly. Studies continually show a link between alcohol abuse and violence, domestic abuse, and suicide. So talking about it now is a necessity. And at last, addiction is everywhere. It is not about the drinking or whatever the substance is, but the feelings underneath. What you want to do with your relationship with alcohol is your own choice. You don't need to go cold turkey and stop drinking altogether. Maybe you just want to feel more control while drinking, or maybe it is certain situations you should challenge yourself to not drink. There is not one right answer, and I don't judge people who drink, because I was and maybe still are one of them. I want to stop drinking for some time now, solely because I recognize that I have an unhealthy relationship with alcohol. And if you feel the same way, I suggest you talk to someone about it. Reflect together with someone you trust. Why is it that we drink? What I realized from all your DMs is that so many young people struggle with this. We have this misconception that alcoholism only affects elder men, but it really is human. And now I'm starting my process of forgiving myself for being human. And I recognize that one thing I have to leave behind is my coping mechanisms that works as an anesthesia for my pain. And fuck, this is going to be extremely hard and difficult, but I believe it will be worth it.